Of course, the relationship between assistive technologies and Success Academy as an institution is always in the back of your mind. And so, for example, you asked about whether you as an institution were sufficiently aware of assistive technologies. How was that provision of services, whether there were ways to improve, and also about training. Were you getting enough training? Was training provided to teachers, to parents, to students? And then one interesting comment that I found was Melanie's comment when she inserted its quote. Even special educators who strive to stay current in the IT field have difficulty ascertaining current appropriate information from the diverse resources that are available. And one interesting thing is that this is exactly the way that I feel about being an instructional technology professor. There are so many new technologies coming in the market nowadays that it's basically impossible for you to stay up to date. And even if you teach technology, it's actually hard to do this. So what I found most appropriate is really just in time learning. Whenever I come across a new technology that I need to do something, then I go and get trained on that particular technology. So if at some point you see that you have a child with a specific need, you start researching what the need is and what the best way to accommodate for that need, and then you learn about that particular technology. But I wouldn't recommend trying to learn about everything because there are so many different possibilities when it comes to assistive technology that it's really going to become overwhelming at some point. You had issues related to parents, for example, whether parents disagreed with the IEP team decision, whether there was parent involvement, whether there was enough or too little, what kinds of experiences other people had had with parent involvement. And one interesting comment was from Amanda when she says, I've had experience with parents who pushed back on services that a student was stated to receive on the IEP. The reason was because the mom did not like the teacher providing the services. And this stood up for me because this is one of the realities you're going to have to deal with out there. You know, ideally, you would go through the process that's recommended in literature, and what the IEP team thinks it's best is going to be recommended, but you're going to have to deal with things like, I don't like that teacher, or I don't like that technology, I wanted this other technology. So these are real, very real issues that you're going to face in practice.